Okay, so for our magnetism test, I have a magnet right here. Okay, and so if they're magnetic, this magnet will pick them up. Okay, so let's start with aluminum. Here's our aluminum. Next, we go to carbon. Next is copper. Next is iron. Next is magnesium. Next is silicon. Sulfur is not magnetic. Sulfur is not magnetic. And zinc. Okay, so for the last part of our lab, we are looking at pH, which is a measure of how acidic or basic a solution is. And so we have each of these elements in a solution form called an oxide. And we're going to test the pH of them, okay, using a LabQuest pH meter. And you can see right here that the pH meter is pointing at 7.71. I've got it in some water right now, so it's showing a pH of 7. So I'm going to put the pH meter into each of these oxides of this elements, and we'll be able to read the pH on the screen there. Okay, so here's the aluminum. Now, a pH of higher than 7 is basic. A pH of less than 7 is acidic. Okay? So, acids have low pHs, and bases have high pHs. So, here's carbon. Here's our copper oxide. Here's our iron. Here's our magnesium. Just stirring them up. Here's the silicon. Here's sulfur. Zinc. And I'm just going to go back to the carbon again real quick. I don't think I had that stirred up well enough. There we go. That's more like what we should see for the carbon. Okay, so that is our elements and their properties lab. And each of these elements we can see on the periodic table. Here's aluminum. Here was copper. We had zinc. We had iron. We had magnesium. We had silicon. We had sulfur, and we had zinc. Oh, we did. I already circled zinc. Okay, so these, missed one. Carbon, right there. There's carbon. Okay, so from the periodic table, you can see how they're classified as either metals, non-metals, or metalloids.